all you Principians at home. I'm Kai Equivly reporting to you from my home in rural North Carolina.
And I'm Noah Butron coming to you from my home in St. Louis. Welcome to a very different Panther News Nation. Our PNN team has been hard at work to bring you stories of what we're doing during this unprecedented quarantine. First, let's help you escape a little bit from news of the pandemic with a peek at a fun spring break trip to Florida that Grace Ripley and Aurora Lockhart snuck in before all this madness.
Now we asked each member of the PNN team to record stories of what they've been doing and their thoughts about this crazy time. To kick us off, here's what I've been up to. Hi guys, it's Kaya. I'm coming at you from my home in North Carolina. I live on a ranch, so during quarantine I've been doing ranch work and starting e-learning. So this video you'll see a bit about what I've been doing during my quarantine, and hope you guys are all doing well. This is how my first week of quarantine has been going, trying to stay connected with my friends wherever they are, start e-learning, help out around the ranch, stay connected with my family, and just really try to make the best out of everything. I hope your guys' quarantine has been going well as well.
Thanks, Kaya. And now, here's a look at my quarantine days. People all over the world are finding new ways to cope with the new stay-at-home orders in the United States. Here in the Butron household, we're under the same circumstances. I interviewed some of the family members to find out how they feel about working from home and having to occupy themselves otherwise.
I go running on the path, usually 3 miles. Every evening I'll take a walk in the woods, do some push-ups, that kind of stuff.
I've been getting online and playing with my friends. I play with my toys with them, and then we also kind of play some online games.
One of the things that I've personally been doing to cope with social distancing is going outside and getting plenty of exercise and preparing for sports seasons to come, as well as playing a lot of online games with my friends to keep in touch. I also asked in an interview what some of the pros and cons might be of having to work from home.
I don't have to commute an hour to work every day and an hour from work every day. It's actually been nice. You miss the camaraderie of your coworkers, seeing them. Believe it or not, I kind of miss dressing up for work.
This has been Noah Butron, reporting for PNN.
Thanks, Noah. Now here's Harrison Ostenberg, Ashley Kamau, Grant Meisel, Douglas Drake, and Diego Alice.
Due to the spread of COVID-19, families have been asked to stay inside so they don't risk the chance of getting the virus. I decided to investigate other people's opinions on quarantine.
The worst part of quarantine is nobody's really used to being stuck in their houses or having to be this conscientious of going out. I also think that there are parts of being isolated that aren't awful. It allows us to regroup. It allows us to focus on some other things. So I don't think it's really that bad, actually. It's just restrictive, and I think that the unknown is concerning.
I think most students could agree when they say that they're really sad that school got canceled. I think seniors are probably sad the most because they didn't get to finish their high school experience with their classmates and that they didn't get to have a graduation at the end of the school year. But I also know that a lot of people are sad because they don't get to participate in sports. Personally, I was looking forward a lot to track season, and I was really excited to go and run with the team. But now that got canceled, and so I think myself and a lot of other track members are really disappointed. This is Harrison Ostenberg, reporting for PNN.
I right now am in Massachusetts, and how I'm surviving this quarantine is basically when I can, taking walks around the neighborhood. Exploring different places around where I live is one of my favorite things to do so far.
Everyone handles their quarantine differently, so I talked to a few people to see how online school is going, what they're doing to pass time, and a few other questions.
It's kind of rough, it's kind of boring, so you just have to keep yourself occupied. I've been taking the dogs for walks like twice a day and working out and watching a lot of Netflix. The assignments don't really take very long, so it doesn't take up a lot of my day, and I like that I can do it on my own schedule.
Yeah, fishing just really gets my mind off the whole coronavirus thing. It's really a great pastime while you're in quarantine. Very relaxing. Way to get outside. Get away from school, you know. I personally love to fish and think it's a great pastime, especially during quarantine.
Quarantine hasn't really affected me at all. I've just been playing video games like normal. I never go anywhere anyways.
Next, I asked my parents how quarantine has affected their lives.
Well, quarantine's affected me because I have to work at home. I've been here for a week and a half now, and all of our office has been basically disbanded, and we're all working from home.
Well, it hasn't affected me as much as I know it has affected others. I still go to work, albeit only half days rather than full days.
I'm Douglas Drake, checking in from PNN.
Hey guys, this is Diego. So I've been in the dorm for the last 3 weeks, and it hasn't been that bad. We're staying seven of us, all international students and all the house clubs. We're having the same sense of community, same sense of brotherhood. My life has been pretty much the same. I play video games all the time. I do the same thing during breaks. Unfortunately, that international students sometimes are not able to fly home since all the rules, laws, or policies are changing and the airports are closed. Like for example, in my case, I can't fly home because it's closed. Although my family wants me there as soon as possible. I've been playing soccer by my own sometimes. I train, I work out, go for a run or do their own thing.
Well, everything's pretty much changed. Like all the rules are just changing and we're out of school, which pretty much changes like my whole entire schedule.
And this is Diego recording for PNN.
Thanks, guys. Our team would love to see what you guys are doing during this crazy time, so send us some videos.
And now here's Nick Ismanoglu with a look at a few weather forecasts in your hometowns.
Last week we reported the weather for St. Louis, but this time we're going to take a look at what the weather's going to be like for people in their hometowns. Let's head to LA first. Today we're looking at temperatures around 60 degrees with a 50% chance of rain. Tomorrow it'll be 76 degrees, partly cloudy in St. Albans, Missouri. And finally, this Thursday in Asheville, North Carolina, it'll be about 69 degrees with a slight chance of rain showers. We miss you all, and don't forget to tune in next week. I'm Nick Ismanoglu with your weather forecast.
Thanks, Nick. And that's our look at week 1 of quarantine. Stay well and safe, and most of all, be patient and loving during this time. PNN is sending you lots of love and support. Till next week, make it a great week.